4 a.m. as you guys can see. And I'm half asleep, but I'm waking up early today to get my workout in because I am going to look at a car finally. And you guys are gonna figure that out today. All right, I'm a little bit more awake this time, and now Rich has come to my rescue and offered to drive me to the train station. And we're at Speedway getting gas, but yeah, we are started on our trip already, and the train is 45 minutes late already, so I don't know what that means for our trip. Ultimately, we're supposed to leave at 7:26, but the train is not even getting to the station until 45 minutes late, so we'll see what that means for the trip. I have no idea at this point. All right, we are out here at the Amtrak station. But they said that the bus will wait in Tampa. So we are headed to Tampa as soon as the train gets here. Good. Right. Well, I hear the train coming. Let's see if we can see it. Here's something. Silver Star. I see people on it. I'm assuming a lot of people are getting off. All right, let's get on. Alright, we're on our way. We got a bunch of wilderness out here. And here comes the conductor to check our ticket. We already had to clean all the junk out from the last person and then check for bed bugs. So then we will go to the cafe. Alright, we are in the dining car now with our breakfast here of Champions with this Tito's. And it's actually glass, pretty cool. We got our Coke Zero here, glass, and then we got these egg bites. So, 0 carb egg bites. gonna go ahead and check those out.
The forest. All right, so I think we're on the top.
Alright, we're pulling into Orlando now. There is Orlando Station. About 45 minutes late to an hour late, I think, right now. And there is the train. We're gonna see what happens. Alright, we got our lunch here. Cheeseburger. Diet Coke, and we are going to do this low carb style, so that's next. Alright, we are almost in Tampa. About 20 minutes till we get to the station. 1:51 p.m. Who knows where we are now? Outskirts of Tampa. Alright, we have arrived in Tampa. We are unboarding, deboarding, detraining, untraining. I don't know what we're doing. But I gotta find the bus to Bradenton now. Once I get off this train. right, we are in Bradenton, waiting for the mystery car to show up. That is not it. And we're gonna go in here and use the restroom real quick and wait on Travis. All right, we are out here with our non-sponsored C4 Starburst strawberry drink, waiting for Travis to come. We are at the Bradenton Ellington bus stop, and Travis will be pulling up with our potential new vehicle any moment. I would like to get that coming in if I can, so you guys will know immediately when he pulls up what it is. So we will see him shortly. That's it, I think. Yeah, that's the guy right there. That's it. That looks like the car. Travis, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, man. Is it all right if I put you on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be like broadcasting my neck. Yeah, you're good. You can do it.
I'll cut that.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, man. Dude, did you say it was Expel, the film?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. I got a buddy that's up by my shop that did it.
Okay. What did that cost?
It was like $75.
Yeah, that's what I was quoted for the same thing.
On the windows, and I did it all. And I got the upgraded rims.
Yeah, those are the Arachnid,
Yeah.
the 19-inch. Yeah. What's the miles on it now? What's the miles on it now?
That's driven a little bit. You can check it out if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, check it out.
Dude, I like the, I mean,
It looks good with the mat, doesn't it?
oh yeah, that's the key to the whole car to me, you know, is the Expel stuff. I mean, that's kind of the reason I'm here, to see if the car excites me or not.
Yeah.
If it does,
It's like the only car I've never wanted to actually sell.
yeah. No, dude, the car is
I had a
immaculate.
Trackhawk before this, the Jeep Trackhawk,
Uh-huh.
and I loved it. And then I sold it and got this. And
707 horsepower Trackhawk.
Yeah, I had that before. And
So you went from using all the fuel to none of the fuel. So this is the 2021 Plaid, and it has full self-driving option.
Yeah.
So if we go to software there,
Yeah. So there's everything. I don't even use it that much.
yep. So I don't know a lot about that, as far as like that you have to follow certain rules, and they can give you strikes, and they
Yeah.
can take it away and all this stuff, even if you pay for it. But
I have no idea. I'll be honest. Like, I just use it sometimes on the interstate. Don't
Okay.
forget, and it keeps me in the lanes.
Right, and a lot's autopilot too. Maybe
Yeah.
you're just using autopilot. So it's got 18,000.
So it's got more. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't even look.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so there's actually an update available. See, it always does this too. Like when it goes to the warehouse, you plug it in, it'll update itself automatically.
So are these your original tires too?
No, they're brand new.
Okay. You haven't ever had to do brakes or anything, right?
I was actually just in an Uber, and the guy was like, "I just got my oil change, dude, $100." And I'm like, "You don't ever have to get an oil." And these things, which is like,
All 4 tires are brand new?
yeah, it should be. Maybe not the front. No, that's not new.
Those don't look new. Those do.
It was the back. So I put new ones on the back, but that's what it was. Front tour. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So I would have got like tire shine or something organized.
That's no big
I
deal.
had to go meet those people out there. Rent.
right, it's Monday morning. Had some time to sleep and think about the Tesla. Does have way more miles on it than I thought, and it needs 2 front tires and a rear taillight replaced. This is my Airbnb, and it literally is a loft. It sleeps 4 people. Pretty cool loft up there. There's a lion up there as well for you if you like pets. And this is the other side, and it has a little fridge, AC, and it was about $100, and this is all I needed for the night. It has an outdoor shower and bathroom, so kind of interesting to take a shower in the cold with hot water. That does work. It just takes a while to get hot, but that is the good look at the Airbnb, and we're about to be heading to the bus station to get on the bus. Our first step of the trip back to Jacksonville is the bus from Bradenton to Orlando. This time we're riding the bus all the way to Orlando, then hopping on the train to Jacksonville. So we'll see you guys on the bus. As you guys can see, I made it back to Jacksonville in one piece, although we did have a crazy Karen on the train. Take a look at my other video about that. I'll put a link in the description, but it was kind of annoying and it ruined my trip. But we're back in Jacksonville and we're here to talk about this 2021 Model S Plaid that I went to look at down in Bradenton, Florida. Talk about what I liked about it, talk about what I didn't like about it. So the first thing that I loved about this 2021 Model S Plaid was the PPF film. It has full paint protection film all over the car, and as you can see here, it is a beautiful satin paint protection film, and that is about $7,000 or more worth of paint protection film on the Model S Plaid. Now the second thing I liked about the Model S Plaid that you see here, it had full self-driving. That is a $15,000 option from Tesla, and it can be transferred, or you can subscribe. It's like $200 a month, so the $15,000 option is awesome. This car has the $15,000 self-driving option. Now, what did I not like about this Tesla Plaid? So the first thing I didn't like about it was it had more miles than he actually said it did. He told me it had 9,000 miles back in December. About 2 weeks ago, he told me it had 13,000 miles. It actually has 18,000 miles, and he said his dad's been driving it. So that's more miles than I want. There are some out there that have about half that miles for just slightly over or the same price, but they're not the colors that I want. I want black on black, and I do love the PPF in satin. The other thing I didn't like about this car, the front tires are worn out, and they are the low noise tires right from Tesla. There are no, in this size, there are no tires available in the, the Pilot Sport 4S on Tire Rack. So I don't know what's going on with that particular size, but they are 21-inch Arachnid wheels right from, I think they're Arachnid, right from Tesla. They're either Arachnid or I forgot the other model, but I'll look that up for you and put it on the screen. So I'm not sure about the 21s. It takes off the range, but it does look a lot better, so I'll let you know down here on the bottom of the screen what wheels those actually are. And what else did I not like about it? Well, it had a kind of a cracked taillight with a weird issue. Like the cracks were all around the taillight, and I don't know what that was caused from, but he said he was going to get that replaced. So those are the things I really didn't like about the car. The other thing that I really loved about the car that I forgot to mention is the car is actually in immaculate shape. It has zero issues except for that cracked headlight. It looks, or cracked taillight, sorry. It does look brand new inside and out. One more thing I don't like about the car though, it has the ash and wood interior trim instead of the carbon fiber, and I'm huge on the carbon fiber. In a car that expensive, I kind of want it to look sporty, and it does look more luxury with the dark black wood ash trim inside the car. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I really want you to put in the comment section what you think about this 2021 Model S Plaid. Let me know if I should buy this. I have the money to buy this now, and he is waiting for an answer. I'll see you guys soon on Supercar Street Racing. I really appreciate you tuning in, and please like and subscribe. All right, we are out here. New Smyrna Beach, me and Joe, and then right across the street from our hotel room, there's the burnt down bar. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, so we got the perfect view of the burnt. Guys, we're in the Supercar Street Racing Studio A today for something special. I've got a product right next to me here that's going to enhance the studio. I just have to figure out how I'm going to install it. It's sitting right here next to me, ready to be unboxed. We're going to get to that all today and a lot more because we're about to have 200,000 subscribers on the channel, and today we're celebrating that as well. Let's get this product looked at and unboxed today on Supercar Street Racing. All right guys, we are back in Studio A again today for something special. Lumery sent us a couple of these 16-foot rope lights to mess with. One of them I'm putting out in the studio here. The other one will go inside of the house on a new project I'll be working on soon in there. But for right now, my plan is to put this over here on this wall. And just to give that wall some light, there is no light over there whatsoever, and when I shoot this way, there's not really anything interesting. So I'm trying to figure out like a pattern or something to do with these, but I think I am just going to make like a just up and down pattern until I run out, and I don't know how long that is. It's 16 feet, so these are a foot each. So what we want to do is probably do 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 to do 16. So let's try that. Now directly inside the box you can see everything that came with the Lumery Smart Neon Rope Light Kit. It did come with a remote control right here, so I can add another to the 1000 that I already have. It came with these cool 3M sticky tape things, so you don't have to use the screws, and I can't use the screws on my wall because it is made of styrofoam over there behind the sound deadening material. They give you these little mounting things, so what they want you to do with these is stick these on with the 3M tape and then put your rope light in here. Now we don't need to put these all the way around the wall because you can see here in between these little foam tiles, this light will kind of stay in on its own. It only needs a little bit of help. So I'm going to use the 3M tape. I'm going to come up with a 4x4x4 design. We're going to get power actually behind this TV. There is a power up there, and we can hide the power wires nicely inside of the foam tiles, which I've done before. They fit kind of right between them, and I really like that. So let's go ahead and start figuring out our pattern here. So I have the 3M sticky tape things, and I have our little holders here. Here's our actual neon rope light, and we do have a power adapter and a controller. If we did these four and started right here, I think that might be the ticket. So you just peel off these little sticky backs, and then you put them directly on the back of these little U-shaped holders. And I'm gonna put one right on the end of this. I'm just putting a little pressure on it to keep it in there. And now here's the end of the strip where I'm gonna put it in here. It went right in the clamp. I'm gonna do that again in the center, which I should have had these ready ahead of time. Yeah, I should have done this ahead of time. Not very smart planning. And it's got to make a turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. They fit right in those little clips, easy. All right, I'm gonna get a bunch of these ready ahead of time so I don't have to do this on the fly while I'm holding their light. And I didn't do what I thought I was gonna do. It's a little trick I found that works better. You can get the paper off of the sticky thing easier if you do it on the pack, not taking it off the package first. So we are completely done with mounting this rope light. All we have to do now is do power for it. This is our power brick, and I'm gonna put the power brick behind the TV. I have plenty of power up here like this, right here behind the television. I'm just gonna power it right there, and then I can hide all the wiring up here behind the TV as well, and the controller. And then our other wire just needs to be hidden in the foam. So basically I'm gonna run this wire behind the foam, up and around to the controller. Just like that. And it is hidden. After all that, all we have to do is tie our wires up behind here really nice, up behind the TV there, but we can go ahead and connect it and see what it looks like. There's a 3-prong connector right here. You can't get it wrong. It's keyed, so you can't break it. There's no way to possibly break it. And then let's power this up. Man, that's cool looking. Okay, wow, that really adds a lot to the side of the room. That's pretty cool. So let me grab all the stuff to do the wire tying and we'll start from there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and tie everything up back here now. Just put a zip tie around this and we'll be done pretty much. There's not a whole lot really to do to tie this up. Our controller is also gonna be back here, and you can stick it to anything pretty much. Looks like a big S. It's kind of cool. Everything is tied up now. Okay, we're recording on both the phone and the GoPro now. We opened up the Lumery app here. I have to sign in. You guys can't see this part. And here are all smart devices. We're gonna add a new device. It says it's being added. It says it's done. I'm gonna edit the name, Studio A S Lite. And there we are, we're done with it. Now, here's where you can tell it to either be color or white. You can just do a color. We did just switch it to red. I'll let you guys get a view of the light. Now you can do segments, or you can turn off segments. Let's look at a scene that's just kind of breathing. That's called Island Blue. This is Glacier Express. I use this behind my fridge all the time. Hut in the Snow, Firefly Night, Northland, Grasslands. That's very cool, man. Dream Meteor. All right, guys, let's take a look at the remote now. All right, here's the included remote with the Lumery. Let's see if it did come with a battery or not. It did not. It needs 2 AAA batteries. It did not come with them. I will have to go grab 2 batteries now to test this remote.
3 hours later.
All right, guys, we were able to go ahead and get some batteries put in this remote. It uses AAA batteries. I wanted to show you guys the remote and the functions. The first function on the upper left is the power button here, right there. Next to that, we've got the scenes play pause button. Then after that, you've got this round dial right here, and the left button is brightness and K-scene speed. The right button is brightness and K-scene speed. The top is previous scene. The bottom is next scene. So mode is next scene, mode up is previous scene. Down at the bottom, you've got R, G, and B light, warm white and cool light lights. And then you've got this auto button. Auto button means auto scene cycle. So that's what it is set to now. And it's doing this really cool, just fading off and on with a multicolored on the entire LED. So that's the remote, guys. It's handy, I guess, to turn it off and on if you don't want to use the smart features of the device. But if we hit this next scene button right here, see how it went to the next available scene every time I hit the bottom button? Pretty cool. This is gonna look good in the background when we shoot videos. So I'm just cycling through the scenes now so you guys get a good idea. And I put it back in auto just now. So that's a look at this device and the remote control, how to mount it and all that. Let's take a look at this on Amazon real quick now, right here on this PC. Welcome back to Studio A. I don't get out here very much anymore because I like to be inside so I can get to my regular job while I'm recording. But we're out in Studio A today checking out the Lumery neon rope light. Lumery was so kind to send me 2 of their neon rope lights. They are both 16 feet long. And as you guys just saw, we installed one right here in the studio. It's sitting right next to me, right over here, looking so amazing. And I cannot help but love this light. I like all the scenes. It does AI stuff, it has a ton of different scenes. You can turn individual segments on and off, and you can brighten and lower the brightness of individual segments as well. We installed one directly right over here in the Supercar Street Racing Studio A that we are sitting in right now, and it looks amazing, and I'm going to shoot a lot of video with that as the backdrop. So I'm trying to get more lights for that way, so when the camera's looking back that way, there's something in the background that looks really cool. Now this thing's awesome. It does come with a remote control. I've got it sitting right here, and I showed you guys this and how to use it on the video. It also does come with mounting hardware. You guys saw what I used. I mostly did not have to use a lot of these because of the way the mounting is, but it does come with these cool little U-shaped clamps that you take, and you can either screw them in something or you can use their included 3M tape. It comes with a whole thing of 3M tape right here that you guys can use to stick these U-shaped clamps on anything you need them to. Now, Lumery also recommends that you build like cool designs and stuff out of it. You can actually make this into cool. If you can come up with artwork, I'm sure you can ask AI or ask online how to come up with some artwork that is in one straight line. Like this eagle is one line. So you can do this with just 1 set or 2 sets of LED rope lights right here, this cool eagle. There's actually a cool and warm white setting on it too. If you just want regular white light, it does cool and warm white lighting. It has 4.4 stars of review. It has 100 LEDs per meter, I think that is. It does music sync, and it is 16.4 feet long. Mostly good reviews. This guy had a bad set of lights. I don't really count that as that's a one-off. But mostly good reviews, up at 4.4 stars, so they are getting decent reviews as well. So check that out. You can get a 5% coupon on 2, 8% coupon on 5, or 5% off a qualifying purchase with the code that is on the screen. I will leave a link in the description to the Lumery neon rope light that we installed so fly and so fresh on my left right here. You guys saw it. It looks awesome. I'm super hyped to put my really good camera right here and shoot back towards, now that we have some lighting back here that we can highlight back here towards the TV. Now the TV just really needs like a backlighting, so maybe I'll look for something to do that with behind the actual television right there. But that's gonna do it for us today. It's Sunday. I'm really trying to chill today and not do too much work because it's hours and hours of editing and shooting usually. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get outside where it's 105 degrees. Happy Saturday morning, guys. Do I look tired? Because I barely slept. So it's Saturday morning and the Cars and Coffee meet is today. I'm up early editing last night's video about car detailing. I hope you get to take a look at that. We'll get some video rolling out to the car show later and then some video from the actual car show. So that's coming up next. Good morning again. We are over at Winn-Dixie here on Bay Meadows Road. We were hoping that some people would show up and roll over to Cars and Coffee with us. No one has shown up at this point. I am waiting for my friend Ben to roll in here any second. And then he and I are gonna at least head over there, and I think there's one other guy coming. But apparently everybody else met at another location, which I had no clue. So just waiting on Ben to get here right now. So here's Ben. We're the only two idiots here. What's up, fool? Car looks good.
Not bad. May have some streaks. I'm not sure.
You want to talk about this car a little bit and tell me what it is?
Sure. It's a 991 Model 1. So it's the 2014 Carrera S convertible.
Right.
So 400 horsepower base, rear engine. So tons of traction. 0 to 60 in 3.9, quarter mile in 11.9, about 118. Top speed's around 192.
Very nice.
So pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're waiting for one guy. I guess everybody else met at the town center. I had no idea.
Fair enough.
But some guy's supposed to be here in a minute in his Mustang, if he doesn't crash first.
He's already crashed. He's somewhere on 295 in pieces.
Yeah. That'll be after Cars and Coffee when he leaves.
On the way out.
Yep.
Call the paramedics on the way out.
Yep. Okay, guys, we showed up at the meet, taking a look at some of the cars here. Parked over there with the Mercedes right here. Pretty sweet. There are a lot of cars here. So me and Ben are checking everything out, but as you can see, there are some sick cars here. There's Ben enjoying a cigar, but where's the Hennessy Venom?
Where's that?
Where's the Hennessy Venom? That's us later today, this red and white one.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're gonna get.
Oh, look at that.
Hell yeah. 50 something? Is it a 56, 57? No, 60.
Well, Lowry, I didn't want to park.
Pretty sick. Let's go look at this one.
Lambos are showing up.
Are they? Where are they parked? Oh yeah. Want to go check it?
Yeah. Okay. Think you're gonna have to door S.
Sickest thing ever.
Anywhere between basement and money and they can help me finance the cheap.
So sweet. They smell like fresh paint. So we had a really good turnout today at Cars and Coffee. I would estimate probably around 500 or 600 cars showed up. A lot of really expensive cars, some cool stuff like the AMG GTS. and just some things that I've never seen before. Really cool. A lot of BMWs, a lot of Porsches, some Supras, some Mercedes, and it was just a great time. Please subscribe to my videos and like this one, and I'll see you soon. Guys, out here in the Supercar Street Racing matte black garage, there's a surprise coming for this guy. But what we're doing today is we are going to be removing the Trojan batteries from this guy. They are shot and they need to be taken out. So we're going to go in there and remove them. And at the same time, we actually get to see what controller we have finally. And that's today on Supercar Street Racing. All right, so the first thing we have to do right here, right now, is get this seat off because it is blocking the lovely batteries. We no longer need this charger, probably ever again. And the seat can just sit happily right here while we disassemble this entire unit. Pretty much everything with red gets 48 volts. Okay, wow. I wasn't expecting the batteries to be that heavy. They are beasts. Got all the batteries out, and now we are going to clean out this. Made a mess underneath there with all the corrosion that fell out. But I'm going to try to clean this out as best I can. It's going to be difficult. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Now that we got everything out of here, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum out as much as I can. And we'll get a good shot of that. All right, I got the golf cart all nice and detailed and ready for the eco battery install. And I am about to call those guys here at 9 o'clock and see what the deal is with getting the eco battery and the AC motor and controller. And then I'll update you guys after that. But this thing is ready. The engine bay is cleaned out, and let's get to getting. We got this new comforter. We got this ukulele, and we got this new comforter, and we got the expansion satisfaction. That expansion satisfaction so good. That expansion satisfaction in your life is so good, and all you have to do is just put it out, and it expands. Let's go. Wait. Let's go. Wait a minute. Where's that expansion satisfaction? I know. Where? Oh. Sorry. No expansion satisfaction, but yes, that new comforter is real. And you love it. That new comforter sat. We're here once again in the Supercar Street Racing office preparing for the Hurricane. You can see I brought everything in. It may not be necessary, but it took about 10 minutes to bring all the furniture up. And today we're looking at this amazing VESA PR 800 wild camera, which was so gracefully supplied to us from the manufacturer to check out. Let's get this thing opened up, see what's inside, and have some fun on the channel. I'm hyped. We are back in Hurricane prep mode now at Supercar Street Racing, and we got a Hurricane coming tomorrow, and we're hoping we don't get too much of it. There's a little bit of wind out there right now, but nothing major. Today we get to open up the VESA PR 800 Wildcam, which was so gracefully provided to us from the manufacturer to check out. And right here, right now, we are going to open this thing, and then we're going to test it out and see what it's all about. And unboxing this, already like the packaging a lot. And let's see what's inside this guy right here. And immediately opening it up, we can see that it is looking all camouflaged and nice. So definitely will be camouflaged on the trail. And then taking a look further inside, looks like there is a couple of peel satisfactions here on the camera with the peel sat, which I know you guys love that. Except I failed on that one. The other one just fell off. And there's your peel sat. And this one is going to be a royal pain for me to peel, ruining everything. And we finally got off the peel satisfaction there. And looking further into this thing, it looks like it's got two clamps here. Now keep in mind, oh, there's some more peel. I love it when they do that. They don't even tell you to remove this one, but there it is, guys, the peel sat for you. And opening up this trail cam, it looks like, oh wow, nice. It's got an LCD display right here. And I'm checking out, all right, down here it looks like there is a 6-volt power adapter hole there. Very nice. It's got a little LCD screen with some peel sat. That peel sat, oh, I messed it all up for you guys. That peel sat is so good. All right, we got everything peeled on this guy, and you can see right here, right now, it closes like that and clamps shut, weatherproof, just like that. Looking further into the package as we dig deeper into the trail cam, the PR800 looks like we have some kind of strap right there. Maybe it's to carry it around your neck. I'm not sure. Be pretty cool. And then digging deeper here, we have a USB, and I forgot what type of USB that's called. It's not USB-C. It's like micro USB or something like that. And even further here, it looks like we might have a charger right here for a USB. And inside here is the hunting and trail manual with kind of an overview of everything. And it says use the 6-volt power cable in the camera. Since there's no built-in battery, the camera will power off when unplugged. Okay, so it looks like here it has to be powered all the time. Ah, or it has batteries, I see. So it looks like maybe we could use a battery bank on this, or we can just throw batteries into it and use it that way. And I guess it opens up in order for you to install the batteries right here. Looks like. And there is the 8 AA battery slot there. I'm more interested in trying a battery bank. And the batteries will not charge on this, so don't think this is chargeable. What you're doing here is just powering it with batteries, or you're powering it with 6 volts through this port. And that leads me to go grab my battery bank and see if we can figure out how to use that. And we have returned with my generic battery bank here, and I'm really curious to see if this guy, oh, that's looking neat in the display. I'm curious to see if this guy will power via the power plug here, the battery bank. So let's get that power wire undone here. And you can see it has that little round type so you don't mistake it for anything else. Now somewhere on here there's a USB port. Haven't found it yet. And that must be for getting, there it is. So it's for getting the stuff off of there, I'm assuming. Right here, right now, let's go ahead and plug in this power to our power brick and see what happens. All right, so we're just inserting the power cable right there, and then our power adapter pretty much has USB A and C and every other type. So let's go ahead and plug this in and see what happens. And I believe the power is off, but we do have power supplied to it now. Let's see what happens when we turn this on.
Robert, it goes down.
And nothing happened. Interesting. Curious if I have to power my power bank on. That says power. Alright, I'm going to see if I can figure this out and get back to you guys. Alright, I did some experimenting here, and interestingly enough, when I plugged it into my Samsung charger, it did come on. Aha! It comes on here now with my battery bank. Alright. So yeah, it didn't power up the first time with either the power on my nightstand or with my battery bank, but now it is on, and you can clearly see on the screen there is something on the screen there, and that is the front of the camera, what you're seeing. And notably, there is a SD card in here, a 32 gigabyte SD card that came with it. It says it doesn't come with it, but it absolutely did come with one. So that is interesting that it wouldn't power up before. I'm going to try now in the nightstand power bank and see what happens. And it does power up there as well, so not sure what was going on before, but it absolutely works now. So digging a little bit, it just gave a low battery indicator as if the cable came disconnected, so I'm wondering if there is a short in this cable somewhere. But this does not charge. There are no batteries in here from what I can tell. So we're just running off the cable right now. But we are going to set this up with the battery pack outside and go ahead and play with it and see what it will do. And then we'll go from there, because this does not charge and I'm not going to load it up with AA batteries at this point. Now just quickly going through the menu here on the PR800 Wild camera. we can see here that we can set up things like the mode, which you can switch between photo, video, and photo and video. Photo pixel, so you can change the resolution. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the highest resolution, 42 megapixels. You can put on continuous shooting and you can make it shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 photos. Video length, you can put it 5, 10, 20, 30, or 1 minute. Let's go ahead and put it on 30. Resolution, you can change from VGA to 720p to 1080p to 2K or 2.7K. I'm going to go ahead and go to 2.7K. Low, medium, high, PIR sensitivity, whatever that means. EIR interval. Whoops, I went back out. Not sure what that is. There's a timer. There's a time-lapse mode here. There's an auto power off, which is not on right now. And here's where you set your date and time. Record audio, yes or no. Device sound, you can turn the sound effect off and on for this guy. Timestamp on. Format. That format's the SD card. And there's the software version. Let's go ahead and set the date and time if it's not set already. So it's set to 1/1/2023, when in fact it is August 29th, 2023. Let's see if we can go backwards. There we go. It thinks it is 8:36. Well, that's not good. How do I get to the time? Okay. So it is officially 4:58 p.m. 16:58. Let's see if it saved that. Yep, it did. Okay, cool. So that's a little look at the menu here on the trail cam. Let's see if we can figure out now how to set it up. Alright, I've been trying out the trail cam for a minute, the PR800, and now I'm pretty confident I understand how this guy works. So the power switch right here has two modes. One is setup and one is on. When the switch is in setup, that's when you can operate all the menu buttons and set up the actual trail cam. When you pop the switch over to on, then it counts down from 5 and then the camera is ready to start recording. Now, a negative that I already see about the camera is the position of the power. When this power is connected all the time, you can't sit the camera on the actual bottom. It would have to be put on a mount. Now on the rear, it does have provisions for a mount of some kind, or on the bottom actually, right there. It has a screw mount where you could put like a stake or something and drive it into the ground, or you could just zip tie it to a tree or whatever. But I did do some sample videos here for you guys, and when you go back into the setup mode and then you go into the replay mode, you can actually see here that I recorded some videos in the dark, some in the light, and some outside. And we will give you guys a actual video sample here coming up, and we will do that in a few minutes. I wanted you guys to see how the setup versus the on switch works here. So the replay button puts you in replay mode to watch videos. The mode button switches between photo and video mode right there. And then if you just want to take an instant picture, you use the shot button right there. So that's kind of the way that the menu items operate here on the PR800 wild camera here by VESA. And now we're going to take a little bit more in-depth look at maybe using AA batteries in this and how that will actually turn out. Let's check it out. Alright, so I have removed the little safety cover there on the PR800, and to load the batteries you simply put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 AA batteries in this thing to use those. I'm not going to load it. I do have them here. I am quite satisfied with the existing configuration of using a power cable because I'm not going to be placing this outside yet. But it does have a feature where it will power off and save batteries until it needs to power back on. So that's why you can use batteries and it doesn't just eat them up instantly. But that is a good look at the PR800. Here's a look at the back of it. Like I said, it's got some little handles right there. You could easily zip tie this to something. And then it's got a threaded mount on the bottom where you could probably put it on a tripod or maybe a stake into the ground. And you can see right here, right now, it has infrared LEDs on the front as well. Alright, so I have been playing with the trail cam for a few minutes now, and I actually left it out here to play with the wildlife. It's been running for about 6 or 7 minutes, so I'll show you guys how I set it up. So there we see we have an alligator right there, actually. Alligator, turtles, all kinds of wildlife chilling. And the camera is set up right here, and it should have gotten some shots. And I have the battery bank set up right here. And if we come back to this guy and we go back to setup, it's kind of hard to get the switch in the right position because you tend to like turn it off, but it doesn't always come on when I put it in setup, which is interesting. Kind of the problem I had with it in the very beginning. Yeah, there it goes, finally. Now, it's starting to rain, so we're going to take this whole thing inside now. Here comes the hurricane. And yeah, so that is a nice look at the trail cam and what it can do. And now we will take it back into the Supercar Street Racing Studios to take a in-depth look at the actual ad for this trail cam. Welcome back to the beautiful Supercar Street Racing Studios. We produce high quality 4K video right here in front of your eyes, and we try to do it live every time for you guys. It's good to see you again. And today, as you can see up behind me right here, we are prepping for Hurricane Idalia, or however you want to pronounce it, but it is on the way to somewhere in Florida, around the Big Bend or whatever they call it. Looks like we won't get a whole lot in Jacksonville. I'm hoping it's going to swing up and around, but we are prepping for that right now. But we are here not to talk about weather. We're here to talk about the Haza trail camera, and we just showed you that in the wild and how it operates and some actual footage of it. Now right here it says it's a 58 megapixel screen, a 2-inch, I don't know about huge screen, it is a screen. But yeah, so it's a game hunting camera with night vision, and we went through the whole setup and everything on it. The only thing I can really say about the camera that was a negative was that it was kind of flaky with powering off and on. I don't know what that was about. I'll probably have to play with it a little bit more. The night vision works really well, and the detection settings work really well, so I was pleased with that. It has 4.8 stars, so that's great. And here is an actual picture of it and some of the pictures online that they are highlighting of the camera. It does come with a 32 gigabyte SD card, and I didn't use much of that, but again, I didn't record a whole ton of video, and that's going to of course depend on your quality settings and what you're going to put those on. But yeah, I did like the way the pictures looked. It does come with a charging cable, which is awesome, but it does not charge. It's kind of misleading. You can either power it off of batteries or off of a hard power. Now, the disappointing thing about the power cable is it sits right underneath the device, making it impossible to sit on the ground and plug in at the same time unless you can kind of dig out a little hole for the power cable, which is what I did. It does come with a data USB cable too, but obviously the best way to actually get stuff off of the card is to use one of these USB SD card readers here, like I use for the GoPro, which is going to be way faster than using the cable. And so I'm going to give this guy an overall good rating. I mean, I think it's worth the $50. It's 10% off right now, so you can save another $5 on this thing. And I encourage you guys to please buy through my link. I'll have a link for this guy right in the description down here. Please purchase the camera through my link or anything else you need from Amazon. You don't have to find the actual product. You can click my link for the camera and you can buy anything you want, and it helps us out so much. It gives us just a little bit of money, a tiny bit of money to keep supporting supercar street racing. Wish me luck with the Hurricane, guys. We'll check in with you. We are also live on Supercar Street Racing with our Hurricane Idalia cam. If you just look on the channel, you'll see that right now. Please tune in and give me some comments and suggestions in the Hurricane cam and tell me what you think, and we'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here. I know you guys think you know how to cook air fried chicken, but you don't know how to make air fried chicken because you don't know how to make it like this. You know you want some of that air fried chicken. That air fried chicken is going to slap you right in your kitty. It's Halloween. This is your favorite time of year. You can walk in front of a bunch of, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Walk in front of a bunch of people. Hi, kitty. This is your night to shine. Go in the back way to Cliffs. Stay off the main street as much as possible. Even though this thing will go 33 to 35 miles an hour. Can't listen to music because it's copyright, and they'll shut my stream down. So we're just going to brunch. trying to avoid all the big potholes. Manhole covers. Yeah, I usually go the back way. So I take as many back streets as possible. I only have to get on the main road for like 10 seconds at the most. It's a little bit further, but it's worth it. This thing has no problem on the street doing, 30 plus miles an hour. I just don't want to get pulled over by the cops. No tag. This is the main street we're getting on right now, but only for about 5 seconds. So I just wait till there's nobody coming. And we got traffic right now. So right after this truck, I'm gonna rip it. Alright, we're on Fort Caroline Road now, which is a major street, but we're turning off here in like 2 seconds. On the back way. That's as long as we have to be on that street. And then we take the back roads most of the way. This is a big hill. The cart has no problem. I topped off the charge today, this morning, for about 3 hours. Voltage said 53 volts, which is great. There's another dog up here loose. No leash. It's like the second dog not on a leash today, which is illegal, by the way, in our city. Alright, so we're coming back up on the main road again, but we just have to cross over it and then head into the Hidden Hills area. So we're about to hit Fort Caroline again. Alright, so we're at Fort Caroline and Harbor Cove. And we have cross traffic a little bit. That's clear now. Now we're in Hidden Hills neighborhood. And I like to go the back way here because there's no speed bumps. There's like 3 on the main road. If we take the back way, we only get 1 total. And yeah, we're in Hidden Hills neighborhood now. I know you can't see it, but pretty nice. We're on the back roads. Beautiful day. It's probably 75 right now. It's going to be 80 something today. We're probably 5 minutes away from Cliff's Bar and Grill brunch. I'd say we're probably doing about 31 or 32 right now in the back roads. Oh, dang. Alright, we're back on the main street. It's not the main street, but it's a bigger street. It's the one with the speed bumps. So we will have to cross 1 speed bump. So we got to go kind of slow over those speed bumps. It's all uphill right here, directly uphill. We're still going pretty good. And up here, I'll probably get on the sidewalk rather than take the main street. Even though it's about 20 seconds on the main street, just, you know, why take a chance? So this is actually the sidewalk, and I'm taking pretty slow through here. It's kind of narrow. There's a railing on my right, so I keep it slow through here because it's pretty close on the right side. If we keep it on the sidewalk and don't go in the grass, get the cart all dirty. And now we are in a bigger, wider sidewalk. I just take it kind of easy here. It's kind of bumpy. Then up here we'll get back out on the main street just for about 5 seconds. It's just a straight shot sidewalk here, but I'm gonna get out on the street here. Our park, baseball park, is on the right. There's a lot of games going on the weekends there. And we have some traffic here I'm gonna let go. Now we got a clear shot on the main road. Now we're on the biggest road that we're going to be on the whole time, and we're about to turn off. That's as long as we're on the big road. Pulling in the parking lot now. And this is the parking lot. What's up, guys? All right, this is the parking lot to Toolless. We're basically here. Just gonna pull up and park. And we are here. We'll see you guys later. We are in the Supercar Street Racing living room, and I'm Brad, and welcome to Supercar Street Racing. If you're new here, we're so happy to have you with us. If you're not new, welcome back to the channel. And today we have a partnership with Wow Lights, and right behind me here sitting on the table, we're going to get these Wow Lights 100-foot outdoor permanent lights unboxed, see what's inside, and figure out a plan on where we are going to install these. Right here in front of me, so graceful and fly looking, is the Wow Light C5103-A. This is a 100-foot permanent outdoor light kit similar to the other one that we had. And we're gonna get this opened right now and see what's inside. Ever so graciously provided to us from Wow Lights, we have the Wow Lights installation package right here. You have one thing of bulbs and wire right there. And then right next to it, we have another thing of bulbs and wire. Inside of the box, that was inside of the box for the Wow Lights, it looks like remote control. We have some clips to hold the wires in, similar to the other kit we put in. Some more clips to hold the wire in. We have what appears to be a controller, a power supply and plug. Remember, this uses 110 volt standard power. And then we have a user manual right here. Okay, we do have the Wow Lights powered on now, and I just wanted to give you guys a brief tutorial. Now, the power supply is first in the chain here, then the LED controller hooks up to the power supply, and then the Wow Lights go on the chain, just like that, and they just connect one to each other with these handy little quick connect things. And now when you are ready to actually get these lights paired to the app, it does use Smart Life, and I will get that opened up and see if I can figure it out real quick and get back to you guys. Okay, we are in Smart Life right now, and as soon as we opened it up, Bluetooth was able to connect to the lights, and it was wanting us to add. And now it is pairing the device to a 2.4 gigahertz network, and it has a little clock spinning up here that it is adding the device right now. Now the lights all did stop flashing. The flashing means they were in pairing mode, and they just automatically connected to the smart home as well. I did edit the name of the device, and I think I am going to end up putting these on the fence, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it if you want to put it on your house so that you have that information as well. But here is, once we get into the app, you can see that you can change the scene, and there are some different types of scenes you can change to, like whatever in Rhodius Profusion is. There's one called Gorgeous there. There's one called Blue Sky, which not sure why, because okay, now it is turning blue. Mew, whatever that means. So there's all kinds of different ways to change it. There's headings up at the top that say mood, festival, life, color, and scenery. So you can go to each one of those, like Tropical Dawn, and you can change your light colors. So the way these work to get these installed on your house is you basically take some cleaning fluid, you put it up on your house underneath the soffits, and I'll show you an example of that with the other kit that I have installed. And then you just simply press these up onto the soffit. About 4 to 5 inches away is what they recommend on the distance from the house, and they will stick. And then if you have issues with those actual things sticking, they give you these clips as well that you can screw in. And so that takes the weight off of the actual wire, and you would simply put clips between each light, and it will hold up the light much better. If you do have issues with any of these sticking, I did find that super glue, really good super glue, works the best, and that will keep them on. So right up here we have a different brand, the brand I'm not going to speak about right at this moment, but you can see that they are just spaced out a certain amount, and then I put the clips right between each one to go ahead and hold up the lights. Now I did have one fall there, which I went ahead and super glued back up, and have had no problems, and I've only ever had one light ever fall off. But this is kind of the spacing and the distance from the house that you want, 4 or 5 inches away to do these lights. Okay, I'm doing a little experiment out here on whether I can actually mount these to the fence, and my idea is pretty simple. I think I could just zip tie these on and they will continue to point down. The problem being there's nothing to stick them to on the fence. So once they're pointed down, I'm going to try to see if they will stay. If they won't, this will not work. But I have them draped over the regular lights, and they honestly don't look that great with 2 light strands here, so this may not work either. Just because of that reason, it would be cool if it did look good. So let's try the experiment. All right, we've already got power run out here, so I'm just gonna tie into that real quick. But I'm gonna turn the power off first. The power is off now, so I am free to work without shocking myself. I am all done with this part of the project. I have not decided yet if I am going to keep this or not. I want to see it at night. It needs all the zip ties cut off and just to be kind of adjusted here and there, but I think it's going to look cool at night. I just want to see if it looks weird, and I probably need to put more zip ties on it so that there's not loose wires in different places. But for now, that's all we're going to be doing until it gets dark. All right, we are now recording on the phone to go check out the WOW lights for the first time at night, but we will have to pause down to turn on the lights. But let's get out here and check it out. And here is a view of the WOW lights installed on the fence, and they are absolutely cool. Didn't know if I was gonna like them, but I actually absolutely do love them. Check this out. Yeah, they look crazy good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that and go ahead and add the second set over here. So just down this fence here and go all the way to the water right there. But I mean, this is crazy looking cool. And of course we can change the colors and the scenes and all that. Let's try that and we'll come back. Ah, here it is. So here are the different effects. Pretty cool. And you can go ahead and dim and raise it. We can go back to scene. Here is one called Mew and one called Mediterranean. As far as I know, when you go back to dimmer, it's just a straight color. Here's Sunflower. Dazzling. And you can go to these other tabs for life and festival and color. But we're going to wrap this video up now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be doing this other side as well. We just have to get the lights and we can do it. We are out here in the 4K production studio once again, taking a look at WOW Light. Now, the company WOW Light was gracious enough to send us these outdoor lights. It is a 100-foot set of outdoor lights similar to other brands. However, this one actually uses Smart Life for its app, unlike some of the other devices that use their own custom-made app. And you can see right here on the screen, we have the 50-foot version right there and the 100-foot version right here. The 100-foot version is $263 with a $60 coupon added to it to get yourself a little discount. And I can tell you this, the way these work. So the way that you put them up, and we just went over that in the video, is they have 3M tape on the back. You just take that and you peel it off and you stick it right up to your soffits. Ideally, you want to be about 3 to 4 inches away from the house for maximum effect. Some people aren't able to do that, like I wasn't able to do that with my set, but you might be able to. Now, I took mine to a different level by putting it on my fence. I just thought it would be cool. Now, it is expensive. However, I've been having issues with my lights on the fence burning out after about 2 or 3 times of being in the rain. So these will probably last way longer. Now, looking at the reviews, they do have a 4.3 star review. out of 25 ratings. And if we look through the picture here, you can see that they do show the app here, and it does use Smart Life, and it has a Bluetooth enabled discovery on the actual thing. So when you actually start it up, it finds it via Bluetooth and then it adds it to Smart Life via Bluetooth. And looking right here, you can see that they are IPS65 waterproof, and they are good for up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is also good because most of the time these are going to be out in the rain, and you can control them with smart home devices. You can do a bunch of different lighting effects. There's some funny ones in there that I don't even understand because they don't make sense, but they do look cool. Now we have to get one more set to put in the other side of the yard on the other fence, and then we should be good to go. And it says right here holiday decoration, but you can actually use them all year round, like I'm going to do in the backyard. I'm going to have both fences with the lights on it, and so we will be able to control them like that. And like I said, it is $263, which is much cheaper than some of the other ones that have the same effects and the same amount of lights. So there is a coupon. Make sure you use that, and make sure when you buy anything from Amazon, not just this, anything, you can click on any of my links in the description and buy anything you want. And on my affiliate program, it does give me a couple of dollars because the channel loses a ton of money. So this will help me greatly if you do it. And now we gotta leave because we have 1 million LED lights to replace in the backyard. Guys, Dukes of Duval is seriously lacking in security at his new house, but we're going to change that today with the Wisecam pan and we're going to be installing this for Dukes of Duval at his house today on the channel. Stick around. Okay, for the first part of this project, we have a new electrical box for Joe's attic, and we have a new receptacle here. We're going to go ahead and pre-wire this up. So all we have to drill is through his existing garage door opener receptacle box and connect inside there. So let's get going on that. So we have to strip this wire back here, but first, we don't need that much. We're going to cut off some Romex here. And we'll probably still have way too much, but yeah, let's get this going. guys, so you just saw us make the electrical outlet to tap onto his garage door opener plug. We will drill right through the back of that and put the wires directly to that receptacle. And now we have the unboxing of the WiseCam pan, which I have never used before. All of mine are non-panable, but I am excited for this. So let's get this guy unboxed. And inside of the box, we have another box, of course. And that flips open with a quick start guide and a mounting guide. So I guess you stick this and then you mount using this template here. And it says, don't forget the bracket. There is the bracket, and it looks like this. Lines up like that, so you will mount this to the wall, and then you will mount the WiseCam to this dude like this. There's probably a screw that goes underneath it like that, if I had to guess. And here's the actual WiseCam, and here's the peel satisfaction. Granted. And let's see what's inside this box of the WiseCam pan. Looks like we have our power outlet. Looks like we have the screw to mount the WiseCam to the base and some screws to actually go into the wall. And inside of there is a lovely cord. Let's put this all back now. And that is a look at what is inside the box of the WiseCam pan. Next step over here is go work on Joe's electrical and get that started.
Alright, we are headed over to Dukes of Duval house to put his security camera in. He is currently at work, so we're going to surprise him with a new security camera. When he gets home, he will be hyped and stoked beyond belief. And this is how close he lives. This house is right there. Welcome to Dukes of Duval. We are here at Dukes of Duval's garage, and the first thing we need to do is take this receptacle out, and we can then run our existing receptacle that we made in the bag, but we need to get a ladder in here, so we can get to that first. And he said there's a ladder on the side of the house, so let's go try to find a ladder. All right, if I was a ladder, I would be right there, apparently. Oh my goodness, that's a big ladder. Huh, okay.
forgot every bit of the lights. So I went back to the house to grab the headlight and a work light, and we're gonna head back over to Joe's as soon as the coast is clear. Let's go.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams.
Okay, we should have our wire for power fished up through the attic. We've got our extension cord here. Let's get up in the attic and pull our cord for power. And we've got our light right here as well. It is a good 90-degree day out here, so it's going to be hot. We're going to want to get everything done as quickly as possible. Okay, I was unable to connect this camera to Joe's Wi-Fi network, so I ordered him a Wi-Fi repeater, which we will probably put in the garage somewhere here because the Wi-Fi signal is not strong enough. So he is connected to my phone right now for hotspot. So I am just waiting for this to update, and the thing turned backwards, so I'm wondering if we have it the wrong way. As soon as this thing is done updating, we'll try it, but like it's about to storm. I need to get this golf cart home as well. So yeah, that's where we are right now. All right, guys, so we're on the way back to Dukes of Duval house. I have his Wi-Fi extender, so we're headed that way now. Go ahead and get that thing installed. See if we can get this camera working. Here is the SD card for the camera. So while we're up there, we will install his SD card. And the SD card will allow him to record on the camera. We're going to go ahead and open this right now. Check it out. And here is the SP Superior Pro SD card, looking so fresh and new. For the camera, this will allow him to record for weeks at a time and go back and review the video. But first we have to get the GoPro and stuff out, which I already did. It's right here. Bad memory. And we'll get out the Wi-Fi extender. We got to install that. I just got to figure out where. But I'm thinking right here, right there is what we'll do. So let's go over this and how this happens. All right, installing the wireless repeater is as simple as just plugging it in like this. Or actually, I don't know if this will take up a plug, but like maybe like this. And once that Wi-Fi repeater is completely powered up, you then just go into your phone and connect to the SSID of the repeater, and we will show you that on the actual phone. We will do a screen recording, but you notice here that that thing is booting up right now, so we're just waiting for that thing to completely boot up. And then we open our phone up and connect to the Wi-Fi repeater network, and then we will configure the wireless N repeater for Joe. Alright, there is an annoying guy over here with something on like an automated device being a dick, but we're going to open up Wisecam and see if we can configure this camera. We got to go to cameras, pan. Oh man, this guy killing me, this guy. I hate this guy doing whatever he's doing, but we have to push this setup button on the back. It says ready to connect. We scan the code. It says scanned. This guy's killing my video. I put in the Wi-Fi access point name. Sorry for the background noise. Guy. It is connecting right now. Should not take this long. All right. All right, so we are done setting this up. This guy's going to continue his annoyingness. And we might have to change the way this is oriented. But it does go all the way around like this. Actually, we probably want to rotate it more. Yeah, so we need to take the screw loose and make it go more that way because it's limited by the way we have the mounting. Let's do that now. All right, for the conclusion of this video, we have stepped into the echoey Joe's Crab Shack, and we will be surely having echoes in our voice, but we wanted to show you the camera. And there is the camera. And as you can see here, we have pan and tilt control. When we go back to this version, and we can go like that, and we can tilt all and pan all the way around to the side of his house where you can see the gate. And so this is a successful conclusion to an awesome project for Mr. Dukes of Duval and his Joe's Crab Shack. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and buy all your Amazon products through one of my links. It doesn't matter if it's the link for the exact product, you can still purchase through my links and help the channel out. And we will see you guys next time on Supercar Street Racing.
All right, we got Joe here with the bone-in ribeye. What's the secret? You got 5 seconds.
Can't tell him. That's it. I can't tell him.
Look at that goodness right there. Bone-in ribeye. You guys don't know how to make it.
Pan.
Kitty. Do tricks. Kiki. Do tricks. Oh.